Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel of Engineering Mechanics classes. I hope you have enjoyed my previous video which I uploaded regarding the introduction to engineering mechanics. And if you are new to my YouTube channel, if you have not listened to my previous video, just go to the I button, just press that button. You can easily download that button, download that video, and you can read what I have already been done. Now in the today's lecture, I will be discussing about the force system. This is my second lecture, and in the force system I am going to discuss about what is force, what are the characteristics of force, and then what is the force system, what are types of force system, coplanar force system, non-coplanar force system, what are all these types of forces, because I am only going to discuss about those forces which are important, or you can say which are important from the subject point of view. I will not going to discuss about gravitational force or inertial force, some other force. I am just going to discuss only those forces which are relevant to the engineering mechanics point of view. Let us start from the beginning. That first is what is force. Before going into detail, you should know what is force. Force is an external agency which tries to, or you can say in the basic in 11th, 12th or 9th, 10th you have studied, force is any push or pull which is given on a object so that it can move from one point to another point. So it is basically the external agency which is with the help you can push any object or any body. So you can see what I have written here. It is an external agency which changes or tends to change the state of rest or uniform motion of a body. So it is a simple definition of force. Means if a body is at rest, if we apply some force, or you can say, then it will move, or if it is in motion, we can stop that by with the help of any external agency. For example, if a car is moving, so we can apply the brake so that it can be come back to it or to its rest. So in that case, force is an external agency. So when you are dealing with the force, you should know what are the different characteristics of a force. So when you are discussing the engineering mechanics or you are studying the engineering mechanics, you should know what are the characteristics of a force. So mainly we have the four characteristics. Number one, it should have magnitude. Number two, it should have direction. Number three, it should have line of action. And number four, it should have point of application. So these are the four basic characteristics of a force that you should know. Now I am going to explain these four characteristics with the help of a diagram. Now you can see this is a simple horizontal plane or the floor. On that I have put a block here. This is a wooden block, or you can say any rectangular block here. And I have just written this is x-axis. You know very well, you all know very basic thing. This is x-axis, this is y-axis, and this is the origin O. So this is positive x-axis, this is negative x-axis, this is positive y-axis, this is negative y-axis. So what I have done, I have just put a force here of 100 Newton, which is making an angle of 45 degree with the x direction. So what I will symbolize here, I will now explain four characteristics of a force. You can see here, this is F is 100 Newton. This is the magnitude of the force. This is the force which is, its magnitude is 100 Newton. Now second is direction. You can see the direction. This is the arrow which is pointing towards this side. So which is being shown by here, arrowhead. This is the direction, it's showing the direction. Third is line of action. Line of action means around which line or about which line actually the force is moving. So this is the line of action which is shown by the dotted line here. This is the line of action. And the fourth part is point of application, means from where actually the force is started. So this point is O here. So which is also I have shown by the point of application, and the point O is the point of application. So this is about the characteristics of the force. So if anybody asks you what is force, then you can simply say it is the external agency by which a body which is moving can be brought into rest, or it is at rest can be brought into motion. And if anybody asks you what is the characteristics of a force, then you should know the other four fundamental properties or the characteristics of a force. It should have magnitude, it should have direction, it should have line of action, and it should have point of application. These four things you should know about the force. Now coming to next part, that is force system, or you can say how many types of forces are there which we have to study in engineering mechanics. Now first is coplanar forces, and the second is non-coplanar forces. So non-coplanar forces is not being too much for you to entertain. Just you should know what is non-coplanar forces. But these types of questions from this type of forces will not be there in your examination or whatever it is. So if we go for coplanar forces, what is meaning of coplanar? First of all, I will tell you, one is coplanar force, second is non-coplanar force. What is the definition of coplanar force? force which is lying in a single plane. What is a single plane? Now question comes. Single plane is like that. So if I draw it like that, this is the like that. This is xy here. This is xy plane. Okay. So this is the one plane. Plane means 2D xy. So this is one plane. This is second plane. Okay. So if the force lie in this plane, that is called as a single plane. Fine. So coplanar means if the forces are lying in a single plane, then it is a coplanar force. So this is, I think this is clear to you what is a coplanar force. Now coplanar forces are of two types: concurrent forces and parallel forces. What are the concurrent forces? Concurrent forces are the forces which are passing through a common point. Now you can see here, this is point O. At this point I have introduced four forces: F1, F2, F3, F4. Fine. So these four forces are passing through the common point. So all these four forces are the concurrent forces. So we can say that forces which are passing through a common point or meeting at a common point. These are the forces which are moving away. They can be forces which can meet at the point O. So all those forces are called as concurrent forces. Now coming to parallel forces. Parallel forces are of two types: like and unlike. Like parallel forces which are the same direction. Unlike parallel forces, direction is upward, you can see, direction is downward. These two are the same unlike forces. Similarly, direction upward, direction downward. So they are the unlike parallel forces. Okay. And the third one is collinear forces. Collinear forces are the forces which are making an angle of 180 degree, and it is like that. I have not shown it here, but you should know collinear force. This is the force which is known as collinear force, F1, F2. So this is also a force which is called as collinear forces. So this all is about the force system. Force, what is a force? Then characteristics of a force you should know very well. After that, what are the types of forces you should know? Coplanar forces, non-coplanar forces means which are not lying in a single plane. Then concurrent forces passing through a common point. They can be meeting at a point, they can be meeting away from the point. So these are the concurrent forces. Then like parallel forces, unlike parallel forces. Okay, and the last is collinear forces. So these are the different types of forces. Now in the coming video I will be discussing about what is reaction, what are the significance of reaction, then what is resolution of force, how we can resolve a force into its components, then equilibrium I am going to discuss, Lami's theorem, and then we will be starting with the numerical part. So I hope that you have enjoyed my video, and if you are new, please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that you can get my personalized videos. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you.